But that's what happens when an amateur does this job.
I'm really an artist. Just an artist, guys. I'm really just an artist. I put all my heart into all my work. I'll try my best on this. And I'll give myself a A- when I'm done.
Well, I'm bringing in the flooring so we can add it to this room right here. We've got it cleaned out, we mopped, we swept, and everything's on that side of the room. I got a table I gotta have to fix, but that's okay. This flooring's gonna look awesome, and I'm proud to do this for my mom. I really love her. Simply clean off your floor, nice clean surface, butt it up to the wall. You're really supposed to pull these out, but I'm not gonna pull them out because I'm not doing it the way you're supposed to see. Take this and this edge right here, and they snap together like so. Okay, so now it's all one piece, right? Well, if you look over here, it's a little off. So you have to take a little rubber mallet and you can butt something up against it like that. Tap, 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 tap. Probably need something a little stronger than this. So let's not do that. But I got this tool, maybe that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. I'll go out to the garage for my 10th time today and get the rest of the tools that I might need. Let's just keep on doing this until the whole day is gone. You might be wondering why we're laying on the floor. Well, that's because sliding this little table over, it pretty much just falls apart. I think it came from right here. Like, how is that supposed to hold? I swear, look at that. Really? That's supposed to hold the table together. I guess you're supposed to put glue here, but and it did a rail grind all the way on my shin, all the way down. It was kind of like falling up a stair. Yeah, it hurts. Anyway, we'll make the best of it. What? Do as I say and make sure you pull those out, and don't do as I do. The only thing I do not like about this is, well, I understand if you remove the trim and put it underneath the trim, then it would be nice and it would be mounted to the ground in some sort of fashion at least. But the fact that they're not pill and stick, I'm not so sure how it's going to act in the future, because there's air underneath here, and what happens if anything is to warp, or if the floor is just slightly off, and when you step on it, it's going to make I don't know, there's going to be an air pocket moving around underneath there. Maybe it'll all just flatten out over time. I think that's what I'm going to guess. I think they might work out pretty well, but they are strong, they are durable, so they do have some weight to them, and they snap together really nice. I could see how it's great for speed to use this style of flooring. Like I said, you just butt it up next to it. And hope everything's nice and level, so you don't have to do any cutting. Here you got a problem already, because not everything's perfect in this room. No room is perfect. So I'm gonna have to pull these ones this direction, push that one, pull this one back out. Snap it to it. See, here's my problem right here. Supposed to cut around here, I guess. I suppose. But that's what happens when an amateur does this job.
I'm really an artist. Just an artist, guys. I'm really
just an artist, guys.
Just an artist. I put all my heart into all my work. I'll try my best on this. And I'll give myself a A- when I'm done.
What are you doing now?
Alright, so in order to get this underneath here, we have to get rid of rid of this, so whatever you call it. And it means I gotta pry it up at least. I don't have to take it all the way out. I'm sure I can make it look pretty flat. We don't need a brand new one. It does its job. Can't get any screwdrivers underneath those screws. Can't get a hammer underneath the screws, so we had to use a pry bar. Kind of pry up up these nails. And so there, now we got a gap to work with. Good enough. Alright, so we never removed the trim around the wall, and you see that there's white here on the side of this laminate flooring, snap together flooring, whatever you want to call it. A lot of fancy terminology here in woodworking, but the concept's simple enough for me, at least. If an artist can do it, anybody can do it. We lifted this thingy up. I don't know what you call it. It's something that hides dirt and debris underneath it usually. We'll hammer it back down and smooth it out when we're all done. This right here could be a big problem, having this going all the way across and not being underneath the floorboard or underneath the trim cover. You know, it hides the gap from the drywall that they leave all the time. It would really bother me to be a carpenter, because there wouldn't be a gap in my floor. There wouldn't be a gap in my teeth.
There wouldn't be a gap in my teeth.
If I was a dentist. But it is what it is. So we've got this laminate flooring snapped together, and believe it or not, it's already I don't feel any air pockets, so it's actually doing a good job so far. And it's snapping together nice and even. It's even on this side, as perfect as you can get it is really important, because as you get to that wall, one little millimeter here might add up to a whole bunch of millimeters over there if you keep letting it happen. So we got to make certain this edge right here is perfect as can be. Thank you. All right, so we've laid them all down. We're butted up against that edge as close as possible, and we've made certain they're all level along the line.
Uh-oh.
And we come to the end, and of course this one ain't really gonna fit. Ain't gonna fit. Right? Because if the trim weren't there, it would fit just fine. I figured out the name for those things. It's trim. Okay. If the trim weren't there, it'd fit just fine. And then the trim is there. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Well, we went to the garage and looked for a pencil, because I know carpenters use pencils. They also have a white pencil too. That's pretty cool. It's like a chalk pencil type of thing, or a wax pencil. They also have a grease pencil. I do know those things, but that's because I'm an artist and I love pencils. But I've got a pen, and it works for drawing too. And I can barely see what I'm drawing, but I'm gonna make that work for me. I figured there might be one in the kitchen, one of them pencils in like a catch-all drawer, but I couldn't find anything, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I've got. All right, and that's just to go to show you, you don't need fancy tools to be a master floorman. Alright, so I kind of lied to y'all. I didn't mean to. I figured the stuff was probably weak enough that I could probably cut through it with an X-Acto blade, but that didn't work out. So I had her go get me this skill saw and this miter saw. This jigsaw and this skill saw. Something like that. Anyway, so I could cut my lines, my boards. I had to bring it out here. And I've got a real professional setup right here on the front deck where I can cut it in piece and in the shade and not make a big mess inside, because it's gonna make some mess. And we'll just sweep it up later. Well, maybe we should.
they clean up for us before we got here? We will. Just because I love my mom.
Alright, so it's several hours later, and like I said, I'm an artist, and so if anybody can do this. Anybody can do it. It's really fun. You just have to be ready to be bored. I changed directions on the whole thing. Go ahead and pause. It's great. The main tool you're going to need is this rubber mallet, an X-Acto blade, or whatever, a razor blade. I'm really tired. I worked my ass off last night, and I'm doing this right now. Trying to help my mom out. She does a lot of projects. She's a sweetheart, and she needs some help sometimes. But I gotta go back to work tomorrow, and I woke up way too early today, and so now I gotta feel like I'm pulling a double or a triple, basically. But anyway, anyhow, all you need is this, maybe some of those other tools in the background that you see, and a pencil, my favorite tool, and that's about it. And we're going this direction instead. Butt it up next to the edge as close as you can, as tight as you can. We'll use some 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch round over trim on the edges, basically to cover it up, the seam. I still think if I was going to do this 100% professionally, I would just go ahead and get rid of everything out of this room. I would definitely get all the trim off, and I would make certain this floor underneath here is perfect as far as level and flat, and nothing underneath it, and no dirt, dust, and debris, because all that stuff back there, all that's going to do is add dirt, and debris, and people coming in and out while you're trying to work.
All right, now it's the moment of truth. Let's see if my board fits in. I don't know. Oh boy, looking really good. Really fits really bad. I tried, but now there's a space there. Well, that sucks. We can always put trim around the trim, or we can leave a big gap there. I don't know. We could just try again. Somehow or another, my measurement didn't come up properly. And I even cut out a little less than what I thought. That's just strange. I don't know how that worked out. But I've got a good template to go off of. Make sure I get the next one right. We'll just use this part down there somewhere.
Do it again.